Oh my god, my face looks so orange, you guys. Hi everyone, it's me Sanchari and welcome back to my channel Simply Sanchari. Hope you all are doing well. You can see me bare face because today I am going to do full face of Lamel makeup. For that, I have recently received my package from Myntra wherein I ordered few more products because whatever products I tried in the past, I really liked its quality. It is no less than high end. And also I did a poll on my community wherein I asked if you would like to see a full face of Lamel with review or a dedicated video, and many of you told that you would like to see full face of makeup with review. So here it is, and for your information, I am filming this video in a complete natural daylight so that we can see how exactly each and every product works. Now without any further delay, let's just jump straight into this video. Alright, so let's prime our lips first, and I'm using this lip care oil in the variant Blueberry, and I'm really enjoying this lip oil, you guys. It's really lightweight and hydrates and nourishes the lips very well. So I'm really enjoying the texture. I'm really enjoying how my lips looks after I wake up in the morning. Alright, so now let's move on to priming our face. So I'll use a Lamel Oh My BB Primer. So this is how it looks. It comes in a 30 ml tube packaging, and this packaging, you guys, reminds me of hand balm, or you can say hand moisturizer. Very similar, very typical type of packaging, and it is completely cruelty free and PETA certified brand. So this says that it tones up base, smoothens and blurs out your skin. So let's just see the texture. So this is the texture, and it is light peachy in color. So I'll take some more and directly apply it to my face. Yes, it has fragrance which is like, you know, perfumey, but not too strong. Very subtle fragrance, not very overpowering as in it will give headache or something. It is not going to do that. It is giving me a slight dewiness to my skin, which I'm loving, and it contains no silicone whatsoever. It is completely a moisturizing primer, which I'm all for it. So I will allow the primer to set on my skin for some time, and by the time we are going to do the brow, so I've ordered this brow pencil in the shade Espresso, which contains spoolie in one end and the product on another end. So yes, this is the product. Let's see how much product you actually get. So you get this much of product, which I think is okay, and this is the spoolie. The spoolie is a little rough, so which I don't actually enjoy. I would say that it is a very stiff formulation, which I don't really enjoy. I love my brow products to be little more waxy, little more smooth going, but it has nicely, you know, did its job, what it is supposed to do. Alright, so now our skin is primed, eyebrows are done. Let's move on to our base makeup, starting with the foundation. Today I'm going to use a totally new foundation, that is Lamel Oh My Clear Face Skin Clarifying Foundation that contains salicylic acid and green tea extract. This is an oil-free foundation. Also, it contains SPF of 15, and you get 40 ml of quantity. And the shade that I selected is medium tan. At the back, you will find the rest of the details. One thing I did not like about the foundation is the swatches does not tell you the entire story. You really have to struggle, do your research, because nowhere I could find good swatches, good hand swatches that is going to give me an idea which shade I am supposed to pick for myself. The shade, you guys, is pretty dark than my skin tone, so it is going to match my face but not my neck. I think I should have gone for one shade lighter. So you know that whenever I try out any new foundation, I apply it with sponge and with brush to see both the effects. So let's just do it. So this is the coverage that I got. This is just one layer, and this side you can see no foundation. So I got pretty good coverage, that is medium buildable coverage. And for my skin, I think medium coverage just works fine. I don't think I need another layer to build up the product. It feels little bit tacky, so I'll allow it to set by the time we'll move on the other side of the face. And today definitely I don't need any kind of color correction, just because the shade is orange and dark on me, and also it has hidden every pigmentation, every darkness on my face. Alright you guys, so this is the foundation with sponge and with brush, and clearly you can say that the brush side is giving me more amount of coverage than the sponge side. The sponge is giving me a very natural looking skin, blended out pretty well on my skin. It did not tug or pull, and the texture is very runny, very light. It does not tug or pull your skin in any ways, and also I cannot see any brush strokes whatsoever. Anyways, let's try to balance it out with a concealer. I did not pick any of the concealer as I was not sure of my shade. So to balance out everything, I'm going to use Revolution IRL Filter Finish Concealer in the shade C9.5. So my eyelids are primed, and for today's eyeshadow I'm going to use this Self Love eyeshadow palette in the variant 402, and you only had two variants in this. And this has a fragrance. All of Lamel makeup I have seen that they contain fragrance. This has a typical chocolate fragrance. If you own Too Faced chocolate palette, I guess, then it contains fragrance just like that. And this shade is not showing up on my skin. It's looking very ashy, which I don't like at all. Alright, so I picked up one of their liquid eyeshadow, which is this Lamel Mad Eyes eyeshadow in the shade 402 Macchiato. So let's try and use this. I hope this will do the job whatever I want to do. So let me just take it some onto my eyelid, because I don't know what to expect. Nice, I loved it. Also, it is supposed to give you one swipe pigmentation, and it is waterproof. This, I loved it, and I'm going to pick up more shades from this. It is actually very beautiful, very soft in texture, and feels very matte on the skin, does not feel tacky at all, and spreads really well. Now I'll use this deeper brown shade to just buff out the edges of this matte brown liquid eyeshadow. Next, I'll be taking this beige kind of shade, and I will further buff out the edges of wherever I've done any mistakes. So this will nicely soften the edges. I can see that it has turned a bit muddy and patchy after I've used the shade. Let's just use one of the shimmer. I think I will use this one. Okay. Before I use this face powder, I want to use this blush. So this is the BB blush in the shade Tea Rose. I have already done a review on this. If you guys are interested, I will mention the link in the description. And it's a very pretty pink with hint of coral, and if you are my skin tone, it is definitely going to look beautiful. You can build up the color as per your need, and it is totally a beautiful blush which I'm loving absolutely. Alright, now I'm done applying all the cream products, so let's set the face with this face powder. This is in the shade Soft Honey, if I'm not wrong, and in the bottom slot you get this cushiony sponge, which is very soft, but I don't use such kind of sponge. And also you get a mirror. So yes, on the go, it's a great thing. I love to use these kind of powder puff because it gives me a very filtered airbrush kind of look. So I'll set it wherever needed. Not too bad, I would say. Nicely mattified my skin and gives me a very nice soft matte kind of feel, which I am really liking it at the moment. Alright you guys, so I'll complete the rest of my face makeup and be right back. So guys, I'm back after completing the rest of my face makeup and changed myself into something presentable. I even had ordered one of their lipstick, which is their Silk Creme Nourishing Lipstick. But when I received my order, I received it in damaged condition. I can definitely show you the packaging and the shade, but I cannot swatch it for you guys because I raised a replacement. So maybe I can give you the swatches once I receive it in good condition. So this is the packaging. It comes in a beautiful gunmetal kind of packaging, and this is the tip. So the tip is almost damaged and I can see some impression. So for that reason I had to exchange it to something new. For my lipstick today, I use Inside Cosmetics Superstay lipstick in the shade 04 Sophia. So yes, that is it. Now let's run down to all the makeup products I have used in today's video so that you can decide for yourself whether you want to buy it or you would like to give it a pass. Starting with this lip care oil infused with vitamin E. I have been using this non-stop since the time I got it, and it really nourishes my lips, and at the end of the day it makes my lips very softer and smoother. It is not tacky, not heavy at all, and you can even use this on top of any lipstick, be it matte or creamy, and it is going to give you a very glass-like shine. Next comes this BB primer. Oh my god you guys, I really love this primer. I haven't expected a lot from it, but it is a beautiful primer. Firstly, it has a lightweight texture, and when I applied it on my skin, it gave me a very healthy radiance, and it is very nourishing, very moisturizing. It can be used by all skin types. It is non-comedogenic, so it is not going to clog your pores, and also it smoothens out your skin, but it is not going to blur out your pores. My makeup is still feeling very lightweight just because of this base, just because of this primer. So I also love the packaging because it is such compact. It is going to fit in any of your makeup bag and not going to take that extra space. I think they have thoughtfully made this packaging, so yes. Now coming to this skin clarifying foundation that is oil free, infused with salicylic acid and green tea, perfect for oily skin people because it is going to control the excess sebum production. Now it is a matte foundation, but I would say this is a totally soft matte kind of foundation, not overly matte that only oily skin people can use it, but dry skin, normal skin, combination skin can also use it very well. I'm a dry skin, but still I am loving the feel of this foundation. It has a beautiful medium to a full coverage, and it does not make your face look cakey. It does not leave any kind of patches, and the quantity that you get is 10 ml more than the standard quantity. Now I have already swatched the foundation, which has completely dried up and meshed into my skin. So let's just do a fresh swatch. I know it's not going to make any difference because I know it does oxidize. So this is the fresh swatch, and this was the old swatch which is just vanished into my skin, but it has definitely oxidized. I get many comments that please suggest me a foundation for this and this skin tone. I am no one to suggest a perfect shade match. For that you will really have to do your research, because I can select a shade matching to my skin tone. After all, you know your skin better, you know your skin type better, so you are the right person to select the right foundation for yourself. Next is this Clear Face Compact Powder in Soft Honey. Now this could be my next favorite after my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Mattifying Powder, because that powder I have been using it for almost a year. Even I repurchase. I love it so much. It has been my holy grail. I think the formulation of this Lamel Compact Powder is pretty much comparable to NYX Mattifying Powder. It nicely mattifies your skin, takes takes away the extra shininess and the oiliness from your skin and extends the longevity of your makeup wear. It is very lightweight. I have used this to set the outer perimeters of my face and it is not looking bad at all. The only bummer is you get two shades for tan to dusky and dusky to deeper skin tone. Lighter skin tone does not have anything for themselves. Nicely sets your makeup and also it gives you a very smoothened out skin. This powder is really good because it is not melting down my makeup in any ways. I am sweating but still it is keeping my makeup intact. Next is this Insta Brow Micro Pencil in the shade Espresso. I think you get 4 to 5 shades in this. Now I really did not enjoy this eyebrow pencil because the formulation is pretty thick, though it does its job what it is supposed to do, as in it fills in your sparse area and it gives definition. But I am someone who loves my brow pencil to be little more waxy, little more smoother, because with this if you apply little more pressure it is going to break and that way you can waste the product. So yes, for that I will give it a pass. And if you like such stiffer formula to fill in your eyebrows, you can definitely go and opt for these. Now talking about this matte eyes liquid eyeshadow in the shade Macchiato. Oh my god, you guys, I never thought that I would love a matte eyeshadow, that too in liquid form, so much. It is very pigmented, little goes a long way, plus it gives you time to blend. Once it is set, it is not going to move anywhere. Really love this formulation a lot and it is comparable to any high-end liquid eyeshadows. Now let's talk about this self-love eyeshadow palette. I did not love this whatsoever. You have seen me struggling with these two transition shades to make it work, but it did not show up on my skin tone whatsoever. Now when I was placing my order, I was contemplating whether I should get this or whether I should pass. Somewhere in my mind I knew that it is not going to work on my skin tone. Still I wanted to give this a benefit of doubt. Maybe the formulation could be pigmented and it will show up, because there are some eyeshadow it looks pale, dull inside the pan, but when you make it work it is pigmented as hell. Now this brown I really love because it was nicely blending into my skin and it is very pigmented, and I was able to work with this liquid eyeshadow which I loved it totally. This nude beige shade, I hated it because it made this brown look grey, made this brown look ashy, muddy, and it just changed the color. It shouldn't have done that because I wanted to just make the outer edges smoother. It did not do anything. And talking about the shimmer shades, you guys,
sorry, I had to freeze the clip because I wanted to let you guys know that the shimmer that I used on my eyelid has a chunky glitter particles and it gets into your eyes if you don't use any glitter glue, but the other two shimmers are really soft and really pigmented.
but if you are light to medium skin tone, probably you can get this eyeshadow palette, and I think it will show up on a lighter skin people, because on dusky skin it is not going to show up anyhow. And they had only 2 shades and both the shades I would say quite light for dusky skin. Alright, I have saved the best for the last, and I'm talking about this BB blush. Never seen a formulation as beautiful as this one. It has such lightweight texture, blends like a dream, does not look cakey, patchy at all, going to suit each and every skin tones and skin types. This shade Tea Rose is definitely going to work on medium tan dusky skin tone. I'm a dusky skin and it gives me a very natural looking flush of color. Plus this wet look, which I'm all for it. If you are on your no makeup days, you can try working with this blush. It will add a very glass like skin, it will add a wet like shine, plus it does not contain any shimmer particles whatsoever. You can check it for yourself. And the best thing about this blush is you can wear this for your everyday wear. And if you ask me from this entire lot what would I recommend, I would say go for this blush. You will really love it. This lip oil, you will love it for sure. I can guarantee that. This liquid eyeshadow, oh my god, you have more shades to pick, whichever suits your personality. And this primer, I loved it, you guys. I loved it. You should give these at least a try. Alright everyone, it's a wrap for today. Hope you found the content helpful and informative. If you did, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell button. You can also follow me on my social media handles, whose link I have mentioned it in the description box. Come and say hi, and I will see you soon with my next one. Till then, bye bye. Take care.